Shannon Sharpe, NFL legend, Hall of Famer, and one of sports media's most electrifying voices, who built his reputation on charisma and an unshakable presence. But now, his name is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Recent allegations have surfaced, sparking controversy, debate, and a whirlwind of questions. What's fact? What's speculation? And how this going to impact Shannon Sharpe's legacy on and off the field and his career. In this video, we're going to dive into the claims, the evidence, the responses, and we're going to go down the timeline, hear from the critics and the supporters, and see exactly what's at stake for Shannon Sharpe's career and find out who's telling the truth and who's lying. A Nevada woman who at the time was identified as Jane Doe, who we now know named to be Gabriella
Zuniga, I think.
All right.
I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I know her first name is Gabriella.
Close enough. Filed a civil lawsuit on April 20th, 2025, accusing Sharpe of sexual battery, emotional distress, and unauthorized recording of intimate encounters during their 2-year relationship. She alleges sexual assault, rape in October 2024 and January 2025, despite her physical protests and resistance. Sharpe allegedly threatened to choke and violently slap her, including an audio clip where he says he's going to choke her.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Before we get into Shannon's response, how do you feel about Gabrielle's accusations?
Well, I think that all evidence should be presented first before any assumptions are made, and we take it from there.
So we're going to play Shannon Sharpe's rebuttal to what's going on.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
As you can see in Shannon Sharpe's response, he's vehemently denying all of this and basically saying that it's a cash grab. He basically insinuated that this was rough role playing, I suppose, that he was playing with his OnlyFans thotty. So I don't know how much that's gonna fly. What do you feel? Yeah, that's a thing.
I saw that a couple of times too, and I was just like, nah, the picture did look kind of OnlyFans.
No, at this point, I think it's safe to say just assume any female between the age of 20 and 30 is OnlyFans.
Damn.
That's
I missed that cutoff.
yeah. That's the way. That's how it's trending.
But I think we need to wait and see what the evidence, what they present, and then take it from there. It's so much essay allegations going on. It's like now you really gotta like really scrutinize all evidence.
That's the claim that Shannon Sharpe is making. Tony Busby and them claim that it's not. So it really is the court right now, public opinion, and who do you believe? Because if the tape that's gonna release when it does come out is edited, then obviously it proves he's right.
Video of the statement that he made, and I feel like he was reading off a script. Like he wasn't really looking at the camera. Like I don't know,
That seems suspicious.
yeah, it definitely seems suspicious. When you pay attention, his eyes is kind of like moving all around. If you're making a statement, you're making a direct statement towards the people, so you should be looking at the camera.
You don't think that's just looking at a teleprompter?
Yeah, but if it's your personal thoughts, it shouldn't really be nothing to remember.
Good point. But if you don't believe it was edited, then I think no matter what, a 56-year-old ex-NFL player choking out a 20-year-old white girl on camera, I don't care what they playing, it ain't going down right.
Support. Even if he said that in the heat of the moment or role playing, I think it's just like, it's just poor choice of words, and it just makes him look and sound bad, saying that he's gonna choke somebody.
I tell all my friends I'm gonna choke the shit out of them. I think it's a term of endearment. Nah, not buying it. One of the things that I did see that was interesting that I noticed on Pro Football Talk, Mike Florio brought up, was that Shannon Sharpe's attorney mentioned that they offer up to tens of millions of dollars to make this go away.
So putting the pressure on Tony Busby publicly now really does feel like part of this PR play. Why won't you release it now? Release it now. Show everyone. That's the problem, because they want people to think that there's some fundamental problem with the edited version, supposedly the one that differs dramatically from the unedited version. So that was a big part of the press conference yesterday. There were other things that were said, but the most important, and I was surprised when I first heard this. I thought Lanny Davis misspoke. Fairly early in the conference call, he mentioned that Shannon Sharpe, during efforts to settle the case before the lawsuit was filed, offered tens of millions of dollars to the plaintiff. And he used that phrase several times, tens of millions of dollars.
And he brought up the point that it's hard to juggle with people that, one, you didn't do this, but you offered her money. It's not going to sit well with people. I want to play what Mike Florio had to say so people could get a little more backstory about it.
Multiple people who were on that call asked the question of, is it tens of millions or is it 10 million? What's the number specifically? So eventually, after saying tens of millions several times, Lanny Davis said that Shannon Sharpe offered at least $10 million to settle the case. Now, I practiced law for 18 years. I was stunned by that, because when you settle a case and you write the check and it goes away, part of the release agreement that you get from the plaintiff has language making it clear that we deny everything and the payment of money should never be regarded as proof of liability or admission of responsibility. To sell that it's all falsified and it's all blackmail and it's all extortion and I didn't do anything, but I was willing to pay $10 million. I just think that when you're dealing in the court of public opinion, it's not easy to spin those two plates. I didn't do anything, this is all falsified, and I offered at least $10 million, and she wouldn't take it. I think most people are going to hear those two facts, and most people are going to say, man, why would he offer $10 million if he didn't do anything?
Yeah, so you could see that's what his lawyer had to say after the fact, and that was his rebuttal to what people had to say about, well, you saying two different things. He basically had to say, this is what always happens. People who get sued will sometimes pay people just to make them go away rather than be embarrassed. And I know you did say you thought, right, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, that is a possibility, but I just feel like if it's found that that wasn't the case, that's nasty work. because just coming out of nowhere and just making allegations, you already know how people are gonna view you in the public eye. Whether you found not guilty, people are just gonna assume you're that guy.
Unless they believe him. Unfortunately, it's truly one of those he said, she said. If you believe the video was edited or not. Because if you don't, then there's no way to explain unless you believe they were role playing. Like I said, it ain't gonna be a good look. Him doing that to her, and whether you're trying to say it's role playing or not, I don't think. Good luck getting that one off.
Messing around with somebody like that, when she already started talking about role playing and choking, maybe you should have just grabbed your stuff and just got on up out of there. Like, that just don't sound right to me.
What's your saying about black man and white woman?
White woman cry, yeah, you know the rest.
Exactly. Y'all gonna end up learning. Not trying to raise bait, but Jonathan Majors. Now we see Shannon Sharpe. Not to say a black woman can't put allegations on you, but good luck beating a black man when the white girl puts it on you. Good effing luck.
I mean, there's people that's into that kind of stuff, choking. And
Yeah, that is a thing. But it's optics now.
yeah, but I feel like you really got to know the person for you to be like, I'm cool with that. But I just feel like you choose to mess with these type of women, so that's
Yeah,
what you get.
I was gonna say, in all honesty, more than a race thing, it's just a stupidity thing. You an old man. You should not be dating a 20-something-year-old. Not to say it's not wrong with it. It's legal. Yeah, but you get what comes with that. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like, you seen the message exchanges in between them and all that. I guess Unc really do get it in.
You know, is it?
What was I saying, Ocho? What was I saying? I ain't hear it.
You was like, you gonna take this dick. Now, I'm just saying, I ain't never heard you talk like that, Unc.
If you have an allergy, like if you're allergic to peanuts, you're allergic to shellfish, bee stings, ants or something like that, Ocho,
yeah,
you keep an EpiPen on you.
Right.
I keep these on me. So I'm just telling you, if y'all ever see me sideways like this here, I done snuck you.
Uncle choke a bitch. That's what he said.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Creepy Unc.
So what's going to happen next is the civil trial is going to proceed in Nevada. Both sides are going to present their evidence, including the sex tape, audio recordings, and we're going to have to find out what happened because Shannon Sharpe had $100 million podcast deal being negotiated. So that's going to hang in the balance because
endorsements and stuff like
yeah.
Oh, if he gets found guilty of this.
Because as Paul Pierce can attest to, ESPN don't play them games when it comes to that. But I do feel, even if it is in the court of public opinion, if a tape comes out with Shannon Sharpe, Wayne Brady and a Mitch on TV, on 4K, he gonna lose. No, that's how I feel about it.
I feel like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what evidence is presented first before I be like, you know what? Yeah, nah. Then get your torches and pitchforks if that's the case. But I don't want to jump to conclusions.
All right. Well, you guys let us know down in the comments where you stand. How do you feel? Do you think Shannon Sharpe is going down? Did he do this? Or do you think this OnlyFans thotty is making this all up? Let us know. Tony Busby taking down more black men than child support and crack. He's on a mission, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, press all them buttons. Until the next time, your boy Cash, Red. See you guys later.